You have an 11-year-old daughter. Your daughter does not need a mama who's turning to cocaine. You got me?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can explain the dancing. That's work. The cocaine, you can't. And as long as that's in your life, she probably won't be in your life. All right, Ms. Clark, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you can put your hand down. You're before the court on 2024 CR 07413. You were before this court on the 17th day of September 2024 for simple battery, obstructing an officer, and theft of services. You had 8 months and 2 days remaining. Says that you failed to avoid injurious and vicious habits. You tested positive for cocaine. On December 11th, 2024, you failed to comply with counseling, substance abuse counseling as ordered. You failed to attend an AA or NA meeting 1 per week as directed, and you failed to pay $650 in arrears. All right, Mr. Taylor, what's going on?
Your Honor, we do stipulate to the positive test for cocaine. Regarding the failure to comply with counseling and failure to attend NA meetings, Ms. Clark has proof of taking the classes. I don't believe she's completed or the substance abuse treatment program. She has proof of attending to provide Ms. Chang and proof of attending the AA meetings. So that's the current, she lapsed.
How old are you, Ms. Clark?
Ma'am,
How old are you?
I'm 27.
All right,
Oh my God, what happened?
No, you're good.
Oh.
This goes out sometimes, but you
Okay.
can still see the judge here. 27, Your Honor. And my understanding is there are some fines that are in arrears that she has indicated to me that she will be able to pay or make payments towards.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Clark, you have a job?
Yes, ma'am. I do a little bit of dancing at night. I dance, so I didn't indulge, but thank God with any alcohol, because I know that's the reason why I was on.
Ms. Clark, you dancing, but they don't serve cocaine at the clubs. I used to represent clubs, so I know that they serve alcohol, but they don't serve cocaine.
Yes,
What I'm telling you is you're on probation. You have a responsibility to stay out of jail. Now, I don't mind you dancing. It's good work if you can do it. But then the money is good. But the problem that dancers have is y'all don't know what to do with the money. It's easy go. You never get set aside enough to take care of you when you can't dance anymore. When you get tired of dancing, you never buy anything that's going to last. And so because the money comes in fast, you live a wild life and you spend it fast. What I'm telling you is, if I know dancing ain't somebody's goal growing up, oh, I'm gonna grow up to be a dancer. But if that's what you do it and use it to better yourself and get to the next step.
Yes, ma'am. I hear you. Like, so,
Instead of just bringing the money in and letting it go right out, instead of spending it on things that don't last, spend it on something you can use. Stack that money and buy a house. Don't buy no flashy car that's going to be gone or that's going to waste your money. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it's worth a lot less than what you paid for it. Buy a good, serviceable, usable car so you can get back and forth to work and start thinking about the moves you're going to make in life. The first move being you're going to stop using cocaine because that's going to shorten your dancing career. You got me?
yes, ma'am.
Am I making sense?
Absolutely. Crystal.
Do you know people who have suffered and not done what they need to do in the position you're in?
A lot of people.
So why do you want to add yourself to that? I don't look down on people who dance. That's a job. But you use jobs for what they're supposed to be for, to get you to a next level, to make your life better.
Yes,
Do you have kids?
yes, ma'am. I have an old daughter.
You have an 11-year-old daughter. Your daughter does not need a mama who's turning to cocaine. You got me?
Yes, ma'am.
You can explain the dancing. That's work. The cocaine, you can't. And as long as that's in your life, she probably won't be in your life. Who's caring for her?
My mother.
Here's another secret. Your mom does not want to be the full-time caretaker for your daughter. When you go to jail, when you're not available to be there to do the homework, to walk her to school, to make sure she's taken care of, that she has what she needs, that falls on your mom. If your mama wanted another baby, she could have had one. She did not. She's doing that because she loves her granddaughter, but she doesn't want to have to do it.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
got me?
Yes, ma'am.
So you need to straighten up and fly right. You got somebody who's looking up at you, who's depending on you. You need to use that money for what it's for, to make sure she has stability in her life.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you consider yourself a good mama?
Absolutely. I accept.
Then good mamas make sure that their kids are safe, secure, and not wondering where they are at night. You hear me? So you're in jail, she's wondering what's going on. And some nosy family member has told her all about what's going on because they can't keep nothing to themselves.
Yes, ma'am.
So you need to get back on track. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the recommendation, Ms. Chang?
Your Honor, probation recommends 6 days be revoked, credit for time served since January the 8th, return to probation under the same conditions.
All right, Ms. Clark, the reason people can't have come out here, and I've been dropping the hammer on, revoking 6 months, revoking 90 days. The reason I'm giving you a break is because you came in here showing that you had at least gone to some of the programs I ordered you to go to. You understand? You have made an effort on probation to do some of what I asked you to do. All right? You didn't go out and get another charge. You did do something that's going to harm you, not somebody else, but you started on what I asked you to do. Be diligent about getting through with what I asked you to do. And the reason that certain things are in there in the counseling session is because you need to be the best person that you can be so your daughter has the best mama she can have.
Yes, ma'am.
And those are things made to help you think through those issues. You understand me?
Yes,
Let me let you in on another little secret. I always think that when people turn to substances, it usually is because of one of two things: bereavement or trauma. You either have lost somebody very close to you and you're having trouble coping, or you have a trauma experience in your past and you have not dealt with it and you are having trouble coping.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
understand? Counseling is there for you. Take some of that money and find you a therapist so that you can get on the good path. There is nothing wrong with therapy. Been there, done that. But don't let somebody tell you, oh, you're not crazy, you don't need that. No, you're not crazy, but you want to be the best mama that you can be for your child. And you want to think through the issues and work through whatever has you stuck, whatever has you thinking that, let me just check out for a minute, let me take this cocaine. Whatever that is that has you stuck where you can't save this money and move on to the next part of your life. Don't be that cliche of the dancer who never lets it go. So I'm going to accept your plea. I'll sentence you. I'll revoke 6 days. I'll give you credit for time served. You'll go back to probation and complete the balance of your probation conditions. Did you order any? And you'll test at each report.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Clark, you got a child. She needs you. Every time you think about doing something stupid, her face should pop up in your head. You understand? All right. Ms. Chang, anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, just to give Ms. Clark her next appointment for this Thursday, January 16th at 1:45.
Stuff that you've done, even if it's not finished,
Mhm.
bring proof of it to Ms. Chang.
Okay.
What's that time and date again, Ms. Chang?
January 16th at 1:45.
Thank you, Ms. Chang.
Does this
Thank
mean-
you, Mr. Taylor.
All right, Ms. Clark, you know the game, right? I tell you, I used to represent clubs, so I probably represented 4 or 5 of them.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't get caught up. All
Yes.
right? Going back with the sheriff's office.
Thank you. You have a good day.
Thank you, Your
You
Honor.
too.